Welcome back to the Quinexus podcast. I'm Chuck.
I'm Jack.
Today we're going to talk about backup technology and a new backup technology that's kind of like an old backup technology. So I've been hearing a lot about this buzzword, air gap backups. What does that mean?
The reason for air gapping is you want to remove whatever backup you have from the network itself. You want to physically isolate it, which is why they call it air gapped, disconnect it from the network and lock it up in a secure location. The reason to do this is the criminals might come in and encrypt your systems, but before they actually release the full payload, they're creating multiple backups of an already encrypted system. The good news is most backup solutions, if properly implemented, are typically backing up and taking 15-minute snapshots. So a lot of backups are happening throughout the day. So even if the criminal kicks off, let's say 30 backups or 50 backups, that might be a month's worth of data that a client's going to lose.
How does a company implement an air gap backup technology?
Let me first share what we used to do when we used to have those tapes that we had to take out. Typically, the methodology we used was called grandfather, father, son. It consisted of 21 tapes, and the reason it was 21 is Monday through Thursday had a tape labeled Monday through Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then you have the possibility of having 5 Fridays in a month. So you have Friday 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you have an end of month tape labeled January through December. So if today's Wednesday, we put the Wednesday tape in. If it's the second Friday of the month, the second Friday tape goes in. If it's the end of November, the November tape goes in, the last day of November. And this way, we create a recovery environment that we can recover from any day of the week, any week of the month, or any month of the year. If corruption got into a database or a system got infected, we could recover, and we had a decent retention period with 21 tapes. Today, we typically back up the servers to a NAS, a network attached storage appliance. Most NASs have the ability to back up sections of what is on the NAS to removable hard drives. So we can actually program and schedule the NAS to back up 2 hard drives to take the hard drives off-site or put them in a vault and keep them safe to get them isolated, i.e. air gap from the system. Now, here's where the paradigm comes into conflict with the new technology. The reason organizations have gone with online backups and backing up to NASs and the new technology, image-based technologies, is because the human element is the weakest thing in any kind of business continuity disaster recovery plan, which involves backups. Counting on the human to actually go there every day and take the drive out has been a challenge. So then we came up with different technologies to eliminate that issue. We're coming back to where we're going to need that human element if air gapping is going to be a requirement.
Why is this technology coming back around and becoming a buzzword that we're hearing about again?
There are 2 reasons why the buzzword air gapping is becoming so prevalent. One is if you work in any kind of a regulated industry, if you're doing any DoD work, if you're doing any government work for even local governments, we need to keep that information secure and safe and recoverable. So your organization can survive an attack and continue to provide services, whether you're in the banking industry or government support industry. The other industry that's pushing the buzzword air gap is the insurance companies. Cyber insurance. The underwriters are getting more and more concerned as they pay out more and more money on insurance claims. And if a system is air gapped, if a backup is air gapped, the chance of recovery is much, much greater. And obviously the insurance companies will be spending less money. So the insurance companies are starting to use this term.
Today we've been talking about backups and specifically air gap backups, which means you're putting air between the data and the network so the criminal can't get to them. If you want to learn more about how Quinexus can help improve your recovery solution, please reach out and come back for the next podcast. We look forward to seeing you.